Let's get it. So today is Monday, the 23rd. We have a little bit over 100 days left in this year. And so I think trucker or driver appreciation was possibly a couple weeks ago. I think it was driver appreciation or something, or truck appreciation. And so we missed it. Just primarily because we had other stuff that we were promoting and doing, right? So now this is my driver or trucker appreciation. Is now we put our BOLs that we normally have on our website, we put them on sale. And this is a wonderful opportunity for not only drivers, but also dispatchers too, okay? So let's look at it from a driver perspective, okay? Some shippers, some receivers don't automatically have bill of ladings when you go to pick up and drop freight, right? When you go pick it up from the receiver, sometimes they actually don't have a bill of lading. Some people have iPads, some don't. So what happens is a driver sometimes has to purchase these BOLs, bill of ladings, at truck stops. Now, last time we looked, which was just a couple months ago, a normal bill of lading, let's look it up real quick. Let's see if we can find some on Amazon, right? Let me see, bill of lading. Bill of lading. See if it'll just automatically come up on, say, shopping. We're gonna look up and see what the normal price of it is, okay? We got some crazy ones from Uline, because Uline is crazy. Let me see if I can find a cheaper one. I guess Office Depot, bill of lading for trucking. Yeah, I mean, they're still. I mean, if you want to look at this one, right? So even this one right here is roughly $40, $45, okay? And you get a 250 of these, right? For $40, okay? Let's look at another price. The one at Staples, okay? You're looking at $16 at the one at Staples. I don't know how many it's going to give you, but obviously when you run out, you're going to have to buy more, right? This is also one of the reasons why, thank you for the follow. This is also one of, okay, we'll go here. So for 50 cents a book, okay? So this is also why when you buy it like this and you download it, it's a one-time purchase forever, okay? So normally when you have to go get a bill of lading, it's always at the last minute too, right? A bill of lading, the driver's at the shipper, at the receiver trying to pick up a load. And then all of a sudden they're like, oh man, we don't have a bill of lading. And they literally have to get one at that one time in that exact situation. And if they don't, they cannot pick up the load, right? So then what they have to do is get out of line, drive to the nearest truck stop, purchase them. And a lot of times at the truck stops, these are at least $25 in order for them to get a BOL, bill of lading. It's $45, right? So we've lost loads doing that. The carriers lost loads. We've been frustrated with that. So now what we learned to do is normally this is on our website for $20. Just because of driver appreciation, we put it on there for $4. So you purchase it one time. Now, because of that, when you get it, you can download it and put it like in Adobe or something. And right here is where you'd actually put the logo of the company. You can change the coloring, maybe at the very border, put your address, something like that if you wanted to in Adobe. And that way you make it custom. That's how mine is in my trucking business. I actually have it customized here with my logo and my address, my MCDOT, stuff like that up here. And now everything is customizable to whatever you're doing, right, for your trucking business. Now, this is for drivers, okay? The driver needs this when you go pick up loads because you got to check to make sure everything is accurate. If it's supposed to be 6 pieces, you need to have 6 pieces. You cannot pick up a load from a receiver without a bill of lading. Now, to my dispatchers, this is where it gets in. The dispatchers, sometimes when carriers or drivers ask, hey, what other services do you guys offer, right? One of the things that you could offer is paperwork when stuff like this happens, because this stuff kind of happens very, very often, right? I hate to say very often. I guess it happens to us often, primarily because we dispatch for a lot of trucks, right? So it seems like it happens to us very often. because we have a large dispatch company, right? So in that regard, we're having to put up with this, let's say once, maybe twice a week, I would say, when different places don't have the receivers don't have the BOL, right? So then we have to make one, and so since we have it already, we just make it for our clients. Now, the kicker here, though, is to my dispatch companies that are trying to figure out how to create additional services, how to make additional money, is that what you do is you could purchase this as a template, okay? Keep it as a template. When you bring on drivers into your dispatch company, if they don't have this already, you can customize it for them. When we first started our dispatch company, when we used to customize these type of forms for our drivers before, we would always charge them roughly like $25 to $50. I can't remember exactly what we used to do, right? And this was just an extra additive. But you got to remember, all they have to do is customize it one time, and now they're using this thing forever. Because all they need to do is print it off. They can print off 100 at a time, but now they only purchase once. So if they have a printer, if they have it at their house already, whatever case may be, every time they come home from being over the road, all they got to do is print it off, and they have this forever. So one-time purchase, now they get to reuse it. This is why this is a great service, right? This is a great service, and people talk about different services that dispatchers should have. If you do not have a bill of lading for your drivers, it's going to come problematic to you because they're going to get to places and they will not be able to get freight because the receiver doesn't have any. Or if it gets dirty, what if it gets lost, right? There's a multitude of different things that can happen. A lot of times we pull up and some of the receivers, their bill of lading is dirty. What if it's been raining outside? You can barely read it. If this thing is not legible in combination with all your paperwork you got to do when you have a factoring company, the driver will not be paid. So I just came to kind of introduce that really quickly to y'all because that's the promo that we have for this week for our driver appreciation week. Okay, we didn't do anything last. Like I said, we had other calls that we were doing, so I wasn't talking about it. But I want to finish the month, and this being the product of the month for the rest of the month for our drivers. So drivers and dispatchers who want to also add services to their dispatch company, this is also for them too. Okay? Any questions? Because what I want to do is come here and also want to show y'all freight traffic. So I haven't come here in a while and went over freight traffics, right? This is the time of the season where your strategy is going to change and you have to adapt, okay? So if any active dispatchers out there that are dispatching, if you have drivers that are over the road, right? Does anybody know what over the road means? Because people use this term very loosely and they really don't know. Thank you so much, Cookie. Right? They really don't know what this term actually means. And it's like almost every day we have to teach people basic terms that they should already know, and people just don't know the actual terms. Okay, let me show y'all the dual map. I'm almost done. Okay. So let me show y'all this. So now this, in a sense, is going to be what we're going to say is going to be traditional trucking. Thank you, Cookie, for the likes. I really appreciate you. Thank you so much, right? Your participation is greatly appreciated, right? Thank you so much. Okay, so let's say we look at it like this, right? Okay. This whole part of the United States, right? This whole piece right here. So if you cut off thank you so much, Prince. I appreciate your family. If you cut off this part of the United States, the bottom, generally from California to maybe the Carolinas, right? Coming up pretty soon. These are going to be the only places. Thank you, Prince. I appreciate you. These are going to be the only places over the next couple months it will not be snow. So what happens is these places that carriers are running now, right, it's going to be snow and they're not going to want to drive there. Tell you now, right? OTR. Yes, but most importantly is when somebody's over the road, they're gone 3 to 6 weeks. That's the most important part of over the road, okay? Because a lot of people say I'm over the road. They go from Texas up to Maine. They want to come right back home. Like, that's regional. That's not being OTR, okay? So if this now changes, which it is bound to change, it happens every year. We've been doing this 8 summers already. Then you have to implement a different strategy. You have to. So that's sometimes people run partials. Sometimes people want to go to different states that they normally didn't go to before. Now, if you got to get on the phone and start calling brokers directly to try to get something dedicated, things are going to come to a halt really soon. Those people who don't drive in the snow. So that's coming. So right now, right, somebody should put warning. Somebody put put attention, because I don't know, it might cut out warning, right? So somebody should put attention. Put somebody in the chat, put the word attention. Okay, attention, right? Okay, so right now, this is a conversation everybody should have with their drivers. If they're a dispatcher, if they're an owner operator, you need to go crazy. Okay, from now until Thanksgiving, go crazy. I want you to understand that. Please adhere to this, right? Traditionally, when you see most trucking businesses go out of business towards the end of the year, is because they want to maintain the same strategy they had when they could drive anywhere. Okay? Different seasons. We're coming up on a fourth quarter, right? It's like a football game, right? There's 4 quarters. You need to adjust and adapt. So right now is the great opportunity to make as much money as possible, just in case the person does not go in the snow. Now, certain people that live in Massachusetts, New Jersey, Ohio, they're used to the snow, so they don't care, right? But if you want a southern people like myself, I lived in Texas pretty much majority of my life. I'm currently in Houston, Texas. I don't want to see a snowflake, okay? Yet alone drive in it. So if I'm a driver and I know that's coming, this is the time to tell everyone, hey, man, you need to go even crazier right now. So the best thing to do, we already had a holiday in September. You're rested. Now you need to go into Thanksgiving. Okay? Any questions? Can I answer some questions for y'all? So this is Freight Traffics. This is the only tool in the industry that is curated for hot shots and box trucks. I created this. I have the trademark for this. And this is the only tool for hot shots and box trucks. Would y'all like me to explain how the map works or what you're looking at? This is updated every week. It changes color, rates, and capacity. Okay, Prince, let's get it. Should I do hot shots or box truck? Thank you so much, Tour. Should I do box trucks or hot shots? Y'all tell me. Box. Okay, that's the first response. Okay, box. Boom. So now when you look at the map, let's go over the key at the very bottom. Okay, here we go. Green is $1.85 and better. Yellow is $1.25 to $1.84. In red, it's $0 to $1.24. Then all of a sudden, the very bottom, this was our latest update. At the very bottom, there's a backpack. So I'm explaining each one. So we scrubbed the top 3 load boards in the industry and compile a median of what all the load boards have per every single state. Somebody in the chat put state. I need you to get that, because DAT does not do this. DAT does it per regions, but it's not exclusively per state, and is only considering their numbers, not other load boards. Okay, thank you. So we do 3. Okay, 3 different ones to give you a median price point, a median. So green is $1.85. It's true for the box truck and hot shot. Then $1.25 to $1.84. Obviously, you can see that's 50-cent difference. You got to be careful. Then the red states are states that the brokers want to partial all the freight. That's what it is. I don't care. If you get your butt in the red state and you get stuck, you're going to be upset. And lastly, the most recent update, which we never had before, is the backpack. That is letting you know there's not a lot of freight there. So the rate could be good and you still can sit there for a day or two. That's why it's a backpack, because it's supposed to represent, if you go to this state, you're going to get stuck. I appreciate y'all keeping the lights on. We go to 5K. I'll stay here for a while. Thank you so much. Right. So because of that, if you have a backpack there, you may stay the night. Okay, so now let's pull back. I'm sorry. Let's pull back. That's the phone doing. I'm about to say, what am I? Why is it not pulling back? Okay, I'm sorry. I zoomed in on the phone, not on the laptop. Okay, so as you can tell, you see how much red there is, right? So when people have a box truck, you have to be very, very, very strategic. If you're not using this tool, you're probably going to go out of business if you have a box truck and or a hot shot because you're not going to know where to go. So we're going to use Texas, for example, because that's where I'm at, okay? So right now in Texas, it has low capacity and the state average is $1.29. Somebody put $1.29 in the chat. $1.29. And I'm going to show you something, okay? Put $1.29. That's what Texas is, okay? Right now. This is last week's update. Last week, I think it was $1.39. Now, thank you so much. This represents where you should start your negotiation with brokers. Somebody in the chat say start. This does not mean this all you can get. It does not mean that. This is a median. That means some are higher, some are lower, but this is the average, okay? So when you go to a state, you want to make sure you start your negotiation when you get on the phone call loads. I don't care if the load paying 60 cents, 80 cents, 90 cents, whatever, right? You want to start with, hey, I cannot move my load, my truck for lesser than X amount of dollars, okay? Now, I want y'all to remember this, okay? Let's go back out of the map real quick. When you go back to the map here, it's going to give you a national average. Right now, the national average is $1.26 for box trucks. Somebody put $1.26 in the chat. Okay, I want to make sure we're going somewhere. Okay, I want to walk y'all through this to make sure you understand exactly how to use this tool. So everybody put $1.26. Yeah, y'all a good class today. I love a good class. This will have me on live for two days straight when I get a good class. Keep the lights going. Thank you. Okay, let's go back to the map. So if I'm in Texas and I know the national average is $1.26, which is terrible. I'm not saying that's good at all. That actually sucks. My strategy now needs to be I have to put my truck, your truck, dispatchers, trucks. You have to now put the trucks into states that are paying way more than that. If not, you're not going to get any higher than what the national average is at $1.26. So I look at the map, I zoom out real quick, and I say, okay, yellow. I need to be in the yellow, right? Okay. So now let me see what the yellow doing. Boom. Illinois, $1.55. What do we need to do? What does $1.25 mean we supposed to do? Somebody in the chat, let me know. What does $1.55 mean we're supposed to do when we get on the phone with brokers? Let's see if y'all a good class, y'all remember. What is the word I told y'all to put in the chat when you see the number? You forgot. I appreciate that. Okay. Again, this is where we start. Y'all put the word start in the chat again. Okay. This is where we start our negotiation. Now, if we was down here at $1.26 or $1.29, I mean, let's just say we got $1.40 because we negotiated, right? Now we get to Illinois because Illinois is doing $1.55. If we start, there y'all go. If we start our negotiation at $1.55, now we might get $1.75, $1.80. You see how that works? So let's use the next example. Use my calculator over here to kind of show y'all, okay? So, hold on real quick. Let me get my calculator. So let's say I moved the first load for $1.40. We just going to say $1.40, right? Then I got the next load because I went to a better place. Unless I got the next one at $1.75. We had $3.15. If I divide that by two loads, now I'm at $1.58. This is how you're supposed to run a truck to stay above the national average. So instead of the national average, me getting $1.26, no, I have this tool that I'm utilizing to make sure I'm moving greater than the national average. So let's make it make sense. So what we're going to do is I'm going to show y'all. Wait a minute. Let me know y'all. Somebody put the word ready in the chat before I show y'all this math. I want to make sure y'all ready first to show you how you actually supposed to get gross in a truck when you use the proper tools. Okay, this is what your dispatcher should be doing, okay? Let's get 10 people to say ready in the chat. We got a lot of people. That's 3, 4. Come on, y'all. Let's get 10 people to say ready in the chat because I'm going to show y'all some math real quick. We got 4, 5, 6. I'm going to show y'all some gross. This is how you know what you're going to make in your truck or not, depending on the law of averages. Oh, Cookie went twice, 8. Let's get 2 more people to put ready. Just join. Yes, this is for box trucks and hot shots. We have 2 different ones. Cookie funny. Okay, let's just do it anyway. Cookie, thank you. You the MVP, Cookie. Okay, let's get it. Okay, we got it. Thank y'all. Okay, so Let's just say you don't use this tool, or your dispatcher is not good, or they maybe are not familiar with box truck rates, and all they can get you is $1.26. If you do $1.26, and let's say you over the road and you go 2,500 miles loaded in a week, this is how you made $3,150. Yeah, Prince, get them tap the screen, right? Somebody write this in the chat. Let me get 4 or 5 people write this in the chat. Somebody put 3,150 in the chat. Okay? Because this is if you only got $1.26. Okay, this is why every penny, every negotiation, every ask for more freight makes a difference. All right, appreciate y'all, right? So instead of, let's say you get $1.70 instead because your dispatcher is fire, they use this tool, they know how to negotiate. Let's say you do $1.70. We still gonna do the same 2,500 miles. Now you got $42.50. Put $42.50 in there. Okay? I'll wait for y'all to put $42.50. So the driver still went the same amount of miles. Yet $42.50 versus the other amount of money, which is $31.50, we made an additional $1,100. Okay? $1,100. Let's look at that. $1,100. So let's say you were true over the road. Okay, yeah, dispatching. There we go. Tap in, family, right? Let's say you made $1,100 extra. If you drove for 40 weeks out of the year, if you had a tool like this, a dispatcher that knew how to negotiate, or you had the tool and you booked yourself, whatever the scenario is, you could make an additional $44,000 a year just because you had a strategy. If not, what people gonna do? Let's start back over. This is what most people do, and I call it blind dispatching. Somebody should put the word blind. I don't know if they'll let you put that. They might do that. Okay. Somebody try to put the word blind. Let me know if they do it. I want training and tool. It's on the website, family. You can tap in and get it. It's called Freight Traffics. It's downloadable. Thank you, Prince. Okay. So what they do is blind dispatching. This is why I teach on Opera. We even have an ebook on our website. 7 questions every carrier should ask before hiring a dispatcher. And people don't. Let me show you what they're going to do, okay? We're going to say we're starting in Texas again. They're going to look for loads. Again, they don't know where to start with the negotiation. They don't know. They're looking for loads, right? Then all of a sudden they get a load paying $1.50, okay? And what it's going to do is going to take you over here to like Wyoming, okay? I'm going to see if, I don't know if y'all can see Wyoming or not. Get into it. I got an ebook on the website. Everything you need to know to start. It's only $9, okay? Right here. You come up here and they go to this because the broker seemed to pay a little bit. So the driver says, hey, I just thank you for the likes, beloved. Hey, I want to make $1.50. I don't care what the rates are doing. And so you end up moving into Wyoming. And now we have 2 problems. Okay? 2 problems we got. Do y'all know what the 2 problems are? There's 2 problems. What happens if we go to Wyoming? I'm going to see if y'all been paying attention. That's how I've been asking y'all to, follow along with me. There's 2 problems here. Do y'all know what they are? I don't think y'all know. Y'all been. Okay, no? Okay. 2 problems. I'm going to tell it to you because y'all don't know. Number 1, is this rate lower or better than the national average? Lower or greater? You tell me. This is why you got to put it all together to dispatch and move these trucks. You got to use the tool, the education, the strategy, route planning. Very good. Lower. So that's the first problem. Number 2, it has a backpack. What does backpack mean? What does backpack mean? Thank you so much. I appreciate it. What does backpack mean? That you gonna sit. There you go, Prince. Thank you so much. Okay. So that's 2 problems. So the dispatcher thought, ooh, the load suck in Texas. So what I'm gonna do is, ooh, I got a good load paying $1.50, $1.40 rate per mile. And they run your butt over here. Because now the reason why the load is paying more It's because the broker knows. The broker don't, no, again, the broker knows this is not an accident, okay? That there's nothing going to Wyoming. So to motivate you, those who don't know, or they blindly dispatch, that's how they trick you to go to places like this. Now, let's see. If you can't get no load out here because you say you don't want to take cheap freight and you want to load and at least paying $1.50, let's see if this state will do it. You see how Colorado is worse? So you thought Wyoming was good. So then what they do is, we should be at 10K. Hey, I appreciate the family, right? I know, man, right? So you thought Wyoming was bad. So then what do? They say, okay, let me leave, Wyoming, and I'm going to go down to Colorado because I'm trying to get back closer to Texas. You go to Colorado and look, it's even worse. So now you might went 300 or 400 miles deadhead to get to Colorado, go to Denver or somewhere to sit there, and now all of a sudden there's no load. So then what do? Now you deadhead over here. It's a little bit better, but not too much more. What if you went to Nebraska? It's just as bad, right? This is why not having proper resources in your business is going to make you fail. Because if this driver went up here and did all this, and he's sitting around for 3 or 4 days and can't find a load, the driver's going to fire you as a dispatcher, or that's how a lot of trucking businesses go out of business. Because you can't afford to be running around different states looking for loads, and the loads don't populate. This is why we created the tool. Does that make sense to y'all? Right? But yeah, if you went over here to Illinois, you eating. You came over Ohio, it's still better. Every state that's better than what the national average is where, we don't want Wisconsin. It's higher, but guess what? It got the backpack. We don't want that, okay? But look over here. Michigan. Ooh, good rate. There's a backpack. See, this is what route planning actually looks like. Anything else outside of this is not what route planning is. So because of that, you need to now do that. We need a minimum rate. I don't know what to tell you with that. The market is not doing that, okay? I'm not the market. I'm just telling you the strategy, okay? So in that regard, this is how you utilize the tool properly if you have a box truck, okay? So all these states that's down here that got the little backpack, if you go there, you just have to be cautious, right? Knowing, hey, it's kind of low. I got to be really paying attention. So as you can tell, there's a lot of backpacks because the freight volume is very low currently for my box truck family. Okay. Y'all ready for hot shots? Or do anybody got questions about box trucks? Family. Okay. Y'all ready for hot shots? Or do anybody got questions about box trucks? Again, once a week, we upload the map once a week. Once a week, it can change. I don't want somebody to look at this and be like, oh, I got it, right? And that's going to be it forever. It's going to change once a week. Let's partner up on cargo vans. We don't dispatch cargo vans, family. My company does not dispatch cargo vans. The smallest equipment that we dispatch for is box trucks. Other than that, we do box trucks, hot shots, dry van, reefer, flatbeds. Those 5. We don't even do power only right now. If the rates get better, we will start doing power only again. Okay? So is any questions about box trucks? Yes or no? Somebody put a yes or no in the chat, and I'll move on to hot shots. Again, thank you so much, Danny, right? This is the only tool. You've seen it here. The only one. So don't think you're going to find it some other place. I am still, for January will be 3 years, only person that has this tool. And you can buy it. It's on our website. Okay. We're going to hot shots. Now, you see how hot shots is green? You see that, right? Was there any greens in box trucks? One state. We had one green. Thank you, family. I appreciate it. One green. Hot shots is a little bit of green, right? I'll say we got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We got like 8 states, 9. Okay, little bitty states over here. 9 states green. So right here, just right off the bat, which one do you think more money? Which one do you think makes more money? Hot shots or box trucks? Y'all tell me. Thank you for the likes. Yeah, let's run it. Just based on looking at the map, which one do you think makes more money? Hot shots? But oh, here we go, Prince. Here we go, Prince. Here we go, Tura. Here we go. I think y'all catching on now. Okay. Yeah. Y'all catching okay, Cookie, right? Y'all picking up what I'm dropping down. Right? There you go, Big D. Okay. Y'all picking up what I'm dropping down. Okay, thank you, TT. So because of that, immediately, now we teach you how to dispatch both. That's fine, right? But when you have to compare to both of these realities, you're gonna see. So we're gonna go back to what the national average. Let's go back, just like we did with the box trucks. We're gonna start over, okay? We're gonna take it slow. We're gonna take it slow. Hit them likes, yeah. Let's take it slow. Right now, let's look at the difference. You remember when we talked about when I did that math? We're gonna do the math again for y'all. Okay, we're gonna do the math again. $1.26. That's the national average for box trucks. Minus $1.62. That's 36 cents difference over here. So let's look. So in 36 cents, whether you had a box truck or a hot shot, 36 cents times 2,500 miles, same math, you will make $900 more in a hot shot based on the national average than a box truck. Okay? $900 more here, and you can still be non-CDL. Please understand, okay? But the more the money is here. Now, somebody want me to tell you what's crazy? Somebody, let me get 5 people to put yes in the chat. 5 people put yes in the chat for me. I'll tell you something that's crazy. All right, I shouldn't be telling y'all this for free, but y'all got the likes going like I like it. Okay, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, what's crazy is it's more expensive to get in a box truck. That's what's crazy. So let's recap it. You're gonna make less, and it costs more. Does anybody know why? Just put a yes or no in the chat. Why is it going to cost more to get one of these for most people than this? Somebody tell me yes or no. I mean, somebody say yes or no. Y'all know why? I don't know. Okay, I appreciate that. I like that. I like the transparency. Okay, so a box truck is going to be 100% when it comes to financing. If we want to get from finance, this is going to be 100% a commercial truck. Don't forget, guys, we help people get trucks too. We got lenders, everything, right? But to get in a box truck commercially, you have to get approved, and the stipulations are different. So you're going to have to put a down payment 95% of the time to come over here. Say the box truck costs $40,000, $50,000, right? You might have to come up $15,000 down payment. Okay, y'all got that? Somebody put yes in the chat because the next statement is going to blow your mind. Okay, somebody put yes in the chat. So commercial, you got to put a down payment. If you get financing, just want to make sure you understand. Okay, my box truck people. Okay, there we go. Y'all paying attention. Tika, what's happening? Okay, got some new people in here showing love, bumping the club. New here, what's happening? Okay, so over here, if you go get a Ram 25, 3500. Okay, Ram 2,500. I didn't say 15. Okay, to my people that know trucks, you need to pay attention. If you go get a Ram 2,500 or Ram 3,500, they're both considered residential and commercial use. Okay, so you can go into the dealership, leverage your personal credit, and get a 2,500, a 3,500, brand new with $0 down. Somebody put a 0 in the chat. 0. Okay. Somebody put the 0 in the chat. Okay. A 0. Okay. Thank you. Okay. Now, so everything I've just told you, not only from the map to the strategies to the amount of freight to they make more money, TT, till they make more money, all that is over here. But you see what's so funny? Everything on social media tell you this, right? Don't everything on social media tell you this? Okay. So you would never say I told you that. Now you can get whatever you want, right? You can get whatever you want. But everything on social media, go get a box truck, make 5,000 to 7,000, throw the partials, be home every night. This where the bag is. This is the holy grail. Okay, no. Okay, right here. We looking at stats for the low boards, rates. You started a little capacity, so let's look at some states. Now I've been talking, let's look at some states, okay? So over here, Texas, do y'all remember what the Texas rate was for box trucks? This I like to teach right here, right? Y'all follow along with me good. I love a good class. You know what I'm saying? Teacher. Y'all remember what the Texas... Oh! I wish I could give somebody a rose. Tua, she got it right. I wish I could give her a rose, okay? That's right. She hit it. $1.29. Okay, she cold with it, right? She ought to take a note or something. You know what I'm saying? Y'all was close. That's the national average. 126 was the national average, right? That was the national average, right? But Texas, I asked what was Texas. Texas was $1.29. So let's go to Hot Shots again. Oh, I see you. Okay, there you go. Because I'm like, man, how she hit that one, right? She hit that. Okay, let's see what Texas is over here. Okay, boom, $1.37. Now, Texas has low capacity right now. It's at $1.37, but $1.37 is better than $1.29, right? But we already know we're going to pull back. Boom, where are we going to go? We don't want to go over here. Let's look at our map. This one has even additional information, okay? So again, this is still the same. The green is the same. Yellow is the same. Red is the same. But now you see this blue parameter right here indicates partial rates when leaving area. That's very important. Let's pull back. Y'all know what the backpack is, okay? Let's pull back. Ooh, pull back. I don't know if y'all can see this or not. See if I can kind of show it to you. Do y'all see how right here there's a blue line? And it goes all the way around here. Y'all see that? I don't know if y'all can see that or not. I can, I want to make sure y'all see it before we move on. Dr. Sophisticated, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Danny. Appreciate you. Okay, thank you, Tika. Appreciate you. Okay, yes. Okay, you can't see the blue? I'm trying to zoom in for you one time. Oh, you see it? Okay, good. I want to make sure y'all see it. Okay. These states right here for a high shot, when you go over here, right, they're going to pay good going over here. All these states. There's a whole bunch of states. When you go over here, right, when you try to come back out of here to go back over here, they're going to partial the rate. So if the national average is like $1.64, you need like $2.75 to go over here. $2.50. You need 2 loads, 3 loads. You need to partial something to go over here. Because now when you leave here to come back over here, they're going to try to hit you for that $1.15, right? They're going to get you when you come out. This is why this has an extra thing around it. All these states, be careful. If you go over here, you need to get enough money to be able to come out deadhead. So what does that mean? Let's say you got a hot shot, you want to move for $2 a mile. I need 10 people to put a number 2 in the chat. I need 10 people. I'm going to count it. I need a number 2 in the chat. Thank you. Keep the likes going. Okay. I'm going to count it too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 9. I think one more 2. Thank you, Prince. One more person need to put that 2 in the chat. There we go. I think you hit it twice. Okay, so let's just say you wanted $2 a mile. Let's just say that, okay? Well, when you go over here, that means you need to get $4 a mile. Because if you go from Texas up to California, say up to Sacramento, is like 1,800 miles. So in that case, I need to try to get $4 a mile. Can you get it? Maybe, right? Sometimes you might get 2 loads on it. Maybe, right? But the whole reasoning is I'm not even going to go unless I'm getting a minimum 350. I ain't going to lie to you. If it ain't doing 350, I ain't going. Because does anybody know anything the difference between, I don't know where y'all live. Do you know that fuel over here, you know how much more it is over here than over here per gallon for diesel? Does anybody know? So if I'm in Texas and I'm paying, $2.75 for diesel, does anybody know how much it's going to cost in California? Ooh, this is where y'all got to know what y'all doing, see? Oh, here we go. Prince came through in the clutch. It's going to be almost $5 or right at $5. So whatever amount of money you thought you was getting, it has to be more because it costs more to operate over here. You see that? So just because you got $2 going over here, you need more going over here. Otherwise, it's crazy to go over here because now you're working for gross. but you're going to eat up all your profits in that fuel tank. That's going to eat up all your profits. So that makes it even crazier. If I'm going to eat up all my profits going over here, now you want to give me $1.20 to come out of here? We're hustling backwards. Somebody put the shaking my head emoji in the chat. Okay? We're hustling backwards. So it literally makes no sense to go over here unless you're making $3.50, $4, and you need a direct customer to send you back over here. Thank you. You need a direct customer or somebody to send you back with at least $2 a mile to get out of here. Because you ain't doing that. What are we doing? We're literally going out of business without trying. And this is the problem with chasing gross, but not understanding your profit margin. Okay? We must know our cost to operate. We must know our break-even point first. Yes, big loss, right? Otherwise, we're hustling backwards and we're doing it to ourselves. Because I'm not even going to get to other problems when you go over here. That's good enough for today. So let's go back to Texas. Boom. $1.37. Let's say we pull a move. We go to Missouri. Boom. Missouri, $1.78. I know I can get $2 coming out of there. This right here, $1.90. Maybe $2. $1.90. $1.85 at least, right? So now I'm running, right? Pennsylvania. I could probably get 2 out of Pennsylvania because the tolls are high. Now notice, all these loads, they don't have no backpacks. You see that? No backpacks. I ain't seen a backpack yet, right? But on the box trucks, every time I click something, it was a backpack, right? So I can negotiate. There's a lot of load options. That's why it's not. That's why it's not a backpack. If I got to run a couple of partials or a truckload and a partial, I probably could because there's a lot of freight. Maryland, like, see, every state I go to, you don't even see no backpack, right? Okay. This is how you position the truck to do good. So let's just say, well, again, we just running numbers, right? We letting the numbers number, okay? So let's say you in your hot shot and your dispatcher average you $2 a mile, $2,500, $5,000 in a week. Oh yeah, that's that good one, that Silverado right there. You know what I'm saying? That HD. That's that pavement princess. Okay, I'm a Ram guy myself, right? I got all Ram 3500s. Okay, but let's say we put 5 bands up. The goal. Somebody need to put the word "the goal" in the chat. Goal. I'm gonna give you all this last piece right here, right? Goal. Okay, I need y'all to understand this is how business works. Okay, there we go. 1. Okay, there we go. Y'all done caught on to me now. Okay. The goal would be for you to make a certain amount of money like this continuously over 40 weeks. 200 bands. Okay. Not internet dispatching. What's internet dispatching? Let me tell you. Okay. They be like, hey man, you're going to make $7,000 in a week. They'll go up here, go over here, get stuck. So the first week you made 7,000, right? The next week you make 2. Okay, so let's put that in a calculator. If 1 week you make 7,000, the next week you make 2,000, then you divide that into 2, you make 4,500. But you made 4,500, but remember I told you about the fuel over here? So you really made less because now you probably ate up you probably made like 3,500 after you consider, 30, 40 more percent for fuel. We ain't gonna get into that, right? But anyway, you made less. And if you break down over here, oh my God, I'm not going to get into that. You should be scared. Okay. But anyway, you come over here. That's what it do. So it make more sense for you to be over here, averaging your $2 a mile on a regular basis, having a strategy. You put up 40 weeks in a year. That means you're home for 12 weeks out of the year. You drive for 40. This is how one truck make 200. And let's say you got some good profit margin, like 40% profit margin, like really good, right? Boom. You made 80 bands. So if you have a truck trailer insurance and this is your business, if you put up 200 bands on gross and your profit margin was 40%, you walked away with 80 bands. You get 80 bands and your truck put up 200, you have no problem going to the bank and them giving you some money. No problem. But let me tell you what other people do. They're going to put up probably about 150 because they blindly dispatching. Don't forget that. They out here blind dispatching. They're going to put up 150 at like a 20% profit margin because they don't know what they're doing. and they're going to make 30. Yeah. So one person make 80. Another person going to make 30, right? Same work, same staying out your house, same 40 weeks out of the year. One person knows what they're doing from a business strategy. The other one just out here watching YouTube videos and thinking, hey, leap of faith. Let me answer some of these questions now. Yes, you should order this cookie. It's right to the website. You download it. It's $39.99 a month. Boom, light work, right? So for $40 a month, you got this, okay? I just follow how much is your training. I'm just doing this for YouTube. I'll save this and put on YouTube later. This is just me talking about a tool that I have. This is the tool that I created that's on my website. But we do offer dispatch training, mentorships, digital courses, Zoom trainings. I got everything. I have over 100 items on the website for that. What's the blue? The blue border right here, family? Automotive. That's that same thing that's over here, but don't go over here. That's the same warning. Don't come over here. Florida is considered a contract state. A lot of people go to Florida and they say, Florida has no loads. It has a lot of loads, but it only has loads for direct people. So if you have direct customers, Florida is an amazing state. It's not good on the load board. Matter of fact, I actually have a shippers list on my website for people that have trucking businesses in Florida, where you have a direct shippers list where you call, so you skip over the broker and go straight directly to the customer. That's how you're gonna move properly out of Florida. Okay, how do I get started in hot shot trucking? You got to get with somebody to get you set up with your numbers, your DOT, all that kind of stuff, your insurance. You got to get with somebody that's actually gonna make you have an active MC, and then you get started that way. We do business setups too. So if you want us to do that for you, we do the business setup. We get your LLC, EIN, DOT, MC, BOC3, UCR. We do all the stuff. Then when you're ready to go, we set you up with an insurance agent. Once you get set up with an insurance agent, and then you get your insurance going, then we can also dispatch your truck if it fits our business model, if you're over the road. If not, we have other dispatchers we've trained. We can send your information to them and they can book you freight. Or even if you want to dispatch yourself, that's fine. We can at least get you going. Yeah, I mean, then you just got to run freight. So, I mean, get you a load board. If you have low boards, you need to get truck stop. If you have a hot shot, you need to focus on truck stop. Truck stop is the better low board than that for open deck trailers. Next one, Joey, how long would it take it to be set up? Let's say if you paid today, we will get it done by Wednesday, our part. But then the other pieces, like coming back with the LLC from the state, that may take a few days. So like if you have all your money and you're not waiting on nothing, probably from start to finish, because you have to wait 21 days in order for your MC paperwork to come in the mail. It's probably going to be like a 30-day process from beginning to end, just with that. Because after you get the LLC, get everything set up, you got to wait for the controller to do what they got to do. After that's done, you hit the insurance policy, you pay for the insurance premium, then that starts the MC. Once the MC gets started, then you got to wait 21 days in order for your MC to come in the mail. So then you're waiting that window. But if you live in a big state like Texas, California, wherever you live, sometimes people will run freight in the state. Intrastate is what it's called. They will run freight in there, right? And then all of a sudden when they get the MC number, then they can go outside. The whole setup, depending on where you live, is probably anywhere from between like $1,100 to maybe $1,300. Because we just did one recently in Massachusetts. And in Massachusetts, just the LLC was like $505. So in Texas, an LLC is $350. We have a brokers list, and we actually finna update our brokers list we have on the website. We have a broker list now that we did in May, and it has about 12 brokers that work with brand new authorities. The new list is gonna have about 22, 23 brokers on it that work with authorities day one. We move new authorities all the time. That's not a problem. Long as the carrier is willing to do what we tell them to do, we can move them day one. We have trucks that the authority's like 7, 8, 2 weeks old, and we move them with our team. That's not a problem. You just got to know the right connection. So if you're just looking on a load board and you don't know the actual brokers, then yeah, it's going to be hard. Do y'all want me to show you some resources that we have so y'all can see what I'm talking about? It's up to y'all. I just came here to talk about Freight Track, but I can take you to the website and you can see it. Yeah, I mean, signing on can be good. It depends on the company, though. Okay, let me go show you. So, this is our website right here, right? This is this little freight Travis thing. Okay, so what you would do is based upon what y'all been looking at, you come up here, it says transportation resources. Okay, that's what this, I don't know if you can read it, but that's what it says, right? We got a couple different links, right? So this one I talked about shippers list here. When I say, hey, you in Florida, for flatbed, you can come right here and get a shippers list and you directly call the customer yourself. You like, forget them brokers, that's where you go. To carriers, I have dispatch stuff too, but carriers right here. This is our new authority broker list here. And you get this one right now. It's on sale for $4.99, $4.99. It's normally $10. We have it on sale for 50% off, right? Then if you get this list, the new authority one, then you got to come over here because, double brokering is bad, right? Y'all know that's been killing people right now in the industry. I'm sorry, hurting people's truck businesses. Now you come over and get the double broker list so you know who to stay away from, right? You got to stay away from them, right? So just as you use them to get going for new authority, you got to stay away from these jokers. And we keep on seeing more people. We probably gonna update this one in a couple weeks. What's up, Yasmin? So we're gonna update this one in a couple weeks because I think there's a lot more that's popped up recently that my team talks about within our group chat. Let me see what else is on here. This is where you find your direct breakers right here. So even with that, what I was telling you about, when it came to the list over here about the new authority brokers list, right? This is where you come here and get direct broker contact list. So if you go to the load board and the load board looking slow, then we have different, you got 100, 250, 500, and 2,000 connections here. This is where you now go and it has their number, their address, blah, 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 all the information. And now you have to pick up the phone, call, text, email, and try to see, hey, do you have a load over here? I'm going to be over here tomorrow. I got a couple of trucks that's in Kentucky. You have some dedicated. Do you have loads coming out of, Dallas on Fridays? And now you start making it. We've been going in for a while, Yasmin. You missed a lot, okay? But you're going to come here and try to make relationships with brokers if that's what you want to do. But we have a lot of things. So I don't know what else y'all want me to show y'all. This is the BOL that I was talking about earlier that we have on sale for our carrier appreciation this month, driver appreciation this month. So you want me to show y'all dispatcher resources? So this is all the stuff we have for carriers. So if you are an owner op, right, and you're, leading some resources, trying to help your business, we got trailer lease agreements here. You can customize it if you want to rent out a trailer, all that. How long is the dispatching and get all the information, training, you reckon? We do dispatch training. We do a lot of things. Okay, we do a lot. Let me take you to the education then, since you're asking about that, family. I appreciate it, family. Like, I want to be the plug for all resources. I'm like the Amazon of resources for dispatchers and owner operators. And I still have like another 25 things that we're working on right now, right? Okay, because we're trying to make this be more simple. Okay, I think when he's talking about courses, I'm going to the wrong thing. Education. So we have courses, okay? First course, the course before the course. This is what you should take when you're interested in maybe having a dispatch company and you want to understand the business, like making a business plan. This is what you want. I go over all the vernacular of the industry as well as 9 principles that you need to know before you start your freight dispatch company. We added this after we'd already been teaching because people have taken 2.5 courses generally before they come to us, and they were still so lost on this basic element. They don't know how to understand what rates are supposed to be. If a carrier says I need to make $7,000 a week and I'm local, they don't know that that's impossible. They don't understand that they are a business. You do not work for owner operators. You work with them, which means you both need to agree on stipulations, rates, percentage, strategy. There's a lot of things that people don't know. That's the course before the course. I want to say it's on sale right now for $19. Okay. Then we have the course after the course. This is what I made first because I did the Trucking Hustle podcast and people came and said, man, please teach us how to dispatch. I took a course and I'm still stuck. So this is where all these right here is what are made for people who have already taken a course and yet you stuck, you confused, it wasn't good, you still don't have a carrier, you're still struggling. These are our options for those people. That's why it's called the course after the course. Okay, so we have a digital one. It's on sale for $99. Then we have this one that's coming up this weekend where it's like Zoom and hands-on. If you live in Houston, this is this week where we actually going to teach you for 12 hours on the weekend. Saturday is busy work, learning. Sunday, we actually going to book freight for our big trucks that we have with my assistant, okay? But as well as this one, you're also going to get every single one of our Zoom replays that we have on the website. That's over 20 hours of training from 5 different equipment types. And by itself, that's $1,200. So that's what they're going to get this one. And then the one, if y'all go look at my page, you see people dancing and celebrating. And we have people who come to us, what's made us famous as a company is this one. And this one we have October 7th through the 11th, and it's for 1 whole week. So you have to get off work. You have to come be with us. And you literally live a day in the life of being a freight dispatcher. Do y'all want me to explain this one? If 3 people say yes, I will explain it. Because there's a lot to it. Because, I mean, that sounds crazy. I'm being for a whole week, right? Because people used to go on for 3 hours and think they're getting something, right? And I'm like, man, you ain't getting nothing on 3 hours. Okay, all these people say yes. Okay. So the first 2 days, somebody put the number 16 in the chat for me. We're going to do it again. Well, the last class for this year is October. Somebody is trying to convince me to have a November class, but we're going to see. That's what everyone does is catch flights. Like, I got 4 people already coming, and all of them, D4, are catching flights. None of them live here because you can't get this. Thank you so much. Okay. So for the first 2 days, which is going to be 16 hours, all we're going to do is just go over the curriculum. That's it. So you're going to go over understanding niche. We have illustrations, chains, binders, straps, pallets. You know, you got to pull out a tape measure. We got gloves. You're going to understand what it looked like to understand what this thing is, okay? Come ready. Then you're going to understand logistics, the hours of service, how to understand the hours of service. What does that mean? 14, 11, 10, okay? Then if a truck is going 60 miles an hour for 1 minute, it'll travel 1 mile every minute. So this is how I'm able to predict where the truck is going to be so I can book freight to stay ahead of my carrier so that way I help maximize their hours of service so that way they make more money with me than they make with other dispatchers. Then thirdly, perfect your skill. All that is under the start. Perfect your skill. Understand how to sell. How are you going to sell? How are you going to market? What kind of services will you have? Okay. Then it's run a map. Find ideal carriers, not just a carrier. You want one that's ideal for your business. If there's 10 people that reach out to us for dispatching, we only say yes to 1 of them because we have a business model that helps them and me. Because if I know if you want to do a thing that does not make you successful, I'm going to tell you no. Because we know what works in current markets. If you're not trying to grow and sustain your business, I don't want you as a client. Please understand. That's all due respect. Because I don't want to be a part of you going out of business. Okay, so we go over that stuff. There's a lot to go over. If I have owner operators in the class, because sometimes about 30% of the time owner operators come to me, I teach them how to get direct shippers. Okay, direct shippers. Yes, there will be one in February. I just don't have it on the calendar yet. But Black Friday, usually we're going to sell a whole bunch of stuff, I'm sure. And then I usually do classes like January and February. Then I won't do it again to maybe like June or something. Okay, because I think every owner operator that wants to have multiple trucks needs to know how to dispatch for their own company, hire in-house dispatchers. And once you hire in-house dispatcher, now you need to dispatch third party. That's on a whole nother level. Y'all not ready for that. Okay. But anyway, that's what I try to teach people to do throughout my curriculum. So that's what we do for 2 days. Then day 3, which is Wednesday, we get you on the phone to talk to brokers in real time, and we dispatch right about 50 trucks in the United States. So now we want you to call them, say, hey, I'm calling on behalf of Next Level, MC number 123456. I'm calling to get set up with your company. Can you send me a carrier packet? I'm going to fill it out, and you actually do it in real time. Then you go to lunch. Then you come back. When lunch comes back, now you get on the load board, and now you book freight in real time. Somebody put the word real in the chat. I want 10 people to put real in the chat. Because we're not doing this scenario stuff. You can't learn based upon a scenario. We don't do that, okay? Real. You are going to book real loads. There we go, okay? 4. Real loads. So if you saw this is a good load, no. And you're going to understand why. So you don't do what we was talking about earlier, which book anything and get yourself in trouble. We don't do that. You're going to understand what a good load is and what one ain't, okay? We book real loads. You do that for the rest of the day Wednesday. Then Thursday comes. You're going to book freight all day Thursday. But within 2 hours of Thursday, we're going to pull you aside. And you're going to sit down with me or one of my dispatchers or my assistant. And we're going to actually go over exactly how to cold call or warm lead people. So that way you can know how to sell your services, because now you know what you're doing. You have booked freight in real time. You didn't fill out carrier package. You talk to brokers. You try to negotiate. Now you need to sell your services in real time. So we go over coaching. Somebody put the word live, LIVE. Now we're going to do live calls. You're going to call at least 15 carriers in the industry, 15 with active MCs. This is not a game with us. Live, okay? And they're going to be in real time. Hey, how am I please speak to the owner of Go Get 'em Transport? How you doing, Go Get 'em? This is Brandon with B Logistics. I was calling to see if I can help you with your dispatcher needs. I got a dispatcher. Okay, but I'm calling anyway. What kind of equipment type you got? Oh, you got a drive-in? Are you at least making $215, $225 rate per mile? No, I'm not. Okay, where do you live? Chicago. Okay, let's talk about it, right? You're going to learn how to navigate a conversation to get over people's, rebuttals so you can get to the point. Okay, that's how you're going to do it. I'm telling you, we're doing it live. So you're going to call some people. Then when you leave, I'm going to give you 250. Somebody put the number, 3 people put 250 in the chat. I'm going to give you 250 carrier information leads. 250 for the free. So you're going to have an opportunity to call 250 people when you leave. And all that just comes with the course, right? Okay. If you want more, we teach you how to run Facebook ads, teach you how to do other stuff. There's actually a page on my website that's hidden. It's a hidden page on there that says carrier leads, right? If you get on there, there's a page also called, hold on, y'all. They're trying to say I'm not doing something. Okay. So there's a hidden page on my website where you can log into it. We got to give you the password. And when you get on there, you can buy up to somebody put 5K in the chat. You can purchase up to 5,000 carriers information immediately, because posting your flyer on social media, no. Going into Facebook groups, no. Going live trying to solicit carriers, no. Putting your picture on a flyer, dropping it off and run around different truck stops, no. Running around to truck yards, passing out and business cards, no. Does anybody know why it's no? All that stuff? No. Okay? Can it work? Maybe. But I'm going to tell you no. Somebody in the chat put why. Somebody in the chat put why. Why? Because that's what they told me to do. They told me to do it. That's what they told me. They said, this is all you need to do. Okay? Why? I like that, okay? I'm going to give you an example of it. Okay? I'm pull up my phone real quick. Why? Okay? So, because of that, it's too slow. Okay? It is too slow. Okay? Let me give you an example. I'm into the example stuff, okay? If you come over here, we trying to get you with a carrier in 5 days. We ain't got time for that slow stuff, okay? This is my Instagram. You see how many people on my Instagram? Almost 13,000. When I post on my story, less than 300 people look at my story. 300. Does anybody in this chat have more followers than that? Y'all got more followers than that? Did you know the average Instagram page only has 300 followers? So if I got almost 13,000 and I'm telling you it don't work. Okay? If you got 300, you think yours finna work? Yes or no in the chat. We just looking at some common sense. We gonna think today. Y'all that came to the right channel, right? Because I'm gonna make you think. If you ain't followed us so far, follow us on Instagram, follow us on YouTube. I forget to plug myself. I be forgetting, right? Okay. We on all social media. I've done podcasts, Blue Ribbon Logistics, Truck and Hustle Podcast, ADP America. Okay. So if you ain't got more than this posting on your story to get carriers, you need to throw that in the trash. Matter of fact, right now, I got this post right here. It's kind of going a little bit viral right now. This one right here. It says clients after you give me your prices, right? It's on the algorithm right now. You see it got 280 likes. Let me show you. So right now, 5,200 people didn't seen this. And that's none of my, see how many followers it is? Only 6.7. So all these people don't even follow me, right? I made this one like 2 days ago. Okay. Let me show you this one. I posted this one on Saturday. Okay. Look how many this one got. 6. You see that? So what is that finna do? Nothing. Okay. But if you have 5,000, that you could email, text, and call today, you ain't gonna get no carriers? Yes, you are. So I'm trying to give y'all the same thing I got, the same thing we do as a company. This is why we dispatch for 50 trucks. So let me ask y'all this. Do you know any other company that you can prove that dispatch over 50 trucks in the United States? 50 trucks. Y'all know anybody? There's a lot of people on social media telling you to be a dispatcher. Do y'all know any person that's out here? Thank you. Okay. I don't even know none no more. It was a few a while back. I think all of them went out of business because they kept doing the same old stuff. They would not adapt. They didn't change what they were doing, so they went out of business. Okay? So we outside. Then when you come to me, then on top of that, you get free mentoring. Okay? So I think I forgot the course. My bad. Okay, that was Thursday. Okay, then Friday comes. I'm sorry. Then Friday comes. I teach you a strategy. What we do every single time to get carriers. That's what I was going to take y'all to. So I want y'all to look at this real quick. Okay, right now I have virtual assistants that live in other countries, and they're working right now. I want y'all to see something. I'm gonna pull it back here. Right? Okay. Can y'all see that? You see, there's a whole bunch of people in there. You see a whole bunch of names. What time is that today? You see right here, 11:52. That's today. Okay. I want y'all to look at this. That is at 11:39. Let's keep looking. Boom, boom, boom. See this? Okay, and this is only one. This is only one. Okay. Bop, 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 bop. See that? What time is it now? 10:37. You see how people? So this is just one of the strategies that we teach people to do. So you're supposed to be engaging with thousands of carriers every single week in order to get the exact same ones that you want to do. Thank you for sharing. I couldn't remember. Oh, my name is Brandon. I don't think I even said it to be a buck with you. I usually don't even say it. My name is Brandon. Yes. Okay. So this is this. So any other questions I can answer for y'all? 'Cause I'm saying, so, I'm telling you this. I know I probably sound different than some of your favorite people, but this is why. I got a trucking business. This business is separate than my trucking business. I have a landscaping business and I'm in real estate. So I look at business differently than a lot of people that only do trucking. I focus on different things because at the end of the day, I want to be a CEO. I'm sitting here with y'all talking to y'all while I'm sitting in my house. I don't book freight. I haven't had to book a load since January 2021. I have a team of dispatchers that are qualified and they book the loads. I do my part there. I want to teach y'all how to do the same. Okay? Any questions I can answer for y'all? This is now just all about Q&A for y'all. Any questions that we have for y'all that I can answer for y'all real quick? So the Zoom class is happening this weekend. Then the last class of the year is October 7th through the 11th. You have questions? DM me on Instagram. Don't do it here because if you have a link or you want me to show you, I can't show you none on TikTok. The TikTok inbox will not allow you to post links. So if you was like, hey, where's this? Where's that? I can't find this thing. Instagram. So it's the same name, be.logistics on Instagram. It's the same handle. Okay? But that's how you're going to reach out to us there. If you have a question, you can DM me there. I got my phone. I'll be answering DMs. If you got something super crazy, I will call you. Or if you want to schedule a call with me, either a 1 hour consult or you want to come right here, this will be it right here. The normal price is $1,500, but I was giving people coupon codes the other day. So I don't know how much. I mean, it'd be what I want to do. I don't know. Y'all let me know. Should I do like a crazy discount or something? Because I had it on there. There's one person I gave. Y'all let me know. If 5 people say yes, I'll give you a coupon code. I want 5 people to say yeah. If 5 people say yes, I'll save you $500. Because this was a good live. This is probably one of the best lives I've had in a while because most people don't participate. Y'all ain't saying yes. Y'all don't like that. Y'all not trying to help my boy. So it's $1,500 for the Zoom one over the weekend for 2 days. But that's going to get you not only the 12 hours of the curriculum, all the stuff I talked about, a lot of stuff I talked about, but it's also going to give you all of our Zoom trainings on the website. The Zoom trainings are here. I didn't get to that part. Education, Zoom trainings, right? I'm going to give you all of them. So we have a bundle here, but we have why you should hire a virtual assistant and how. Each one of these are $50 a piece. You're going to get all these for free. So how to do a virtual assistant, how to engage with over 10,000 carriers every single month, then how to dispatch flatbed, box truck, hot shot course. Each one of these were 2 to 3 hours long, and I did them only per the niche. So some people take a 3-hour dispatch course over all equipment. I actually broke it up so that way you can actually understand each one individually to where you have a better understanding. The only one we did together was drive-in and reefer. Then we have this one, how to set up a new authority properly. This is probably one of our most popular ones that people buy because people don't know. They can't get past so many steps. Then how to use the load board properly. We did that one like a live replay. And then this one's the cost per mile calculator because we have a free cost per mile calculator on our website here. So if you come under here, it says extra. You come right here and it says cost per mile calculator. We probably have the best cost per mile calculator that's free for you to use in the industry because I considered every variable, but then I went a step further. So when it populates here what your cost per mile is, now it actually gives you this extra part, which no one has, which is your profitability. I cannot tell you how many times that people come here and we do this for them. It's $25 for me to do it for you. It only takes 10 minutes if you have all your information. I would do this for a person to come to find out they're not profiting at all. And that's a sad reality because if you're not profiting, that means you were going out of business and you didn't know it till I told you. And the only thing that happened is that you had enough savings account where you didn't know it was true yet. So depending on somebody local, regional, national average, what their cost is, truck note, insurance payment, dev, truck yard, they don't consider all these things together to come to find out at the end of the day, they're not making any profit. Or if they're making, say, 20% profit margin, they want to put somebody in their truck, but you put somebody in your truck, you got to give them 25%. So now you can't put nobody in their truck because you're not making enough money. You see? So it becomes extremely problematic if you don't put all your stuff in a row. And this is why I try to spend all my time educating our community on know what you need to know so that way when you're working, you're not working in vain. Okay, does that make sense, y'all? I hope it does. Hope it makes sense to you. See, like right now, good example, right? This is a slow week so far. We just started today, right? Let me see right. Y'all see it right here? So far, my team has booked $19,550 today in free. Boom, we outside. I'm going to give you the keys to the play. Okay, because our goal is 100 bands. We try to hit 100 bands every week. $100,000 in booking freight every week. That's our goal as a company. Okay. Any questions I can answer for y'all? Y'all was a good live. I appreciate y'all. Very entertaining for me. Hope y'all come back. Hit this heart thing. I think. I'm pretty sure that you hit this and you get notifications when somebody goes live. Because before you had to subscribe, but now it's like this little heart thing. You hit this little heart thing, you get notifications. So I try to go live at least 2 to 3 times a week, but it's random. I don't go live the same time every day. I don't care to do that. Right? When I got some downtime, I'm not doing nothing. I'm like, I'm going to go live real quick. It could be 7 o'clock in the morning, 9 o'clock, now, 8 o'clock at night. Okay, the $4, that's for the BOLs. So we have bill of ladings on the website, right? The BOLs are normally $20, and we made them $4 a day for a driver appreciation. So if you were to go pick up a BOL, at a truck stop, they're $25. So we got ours on sale that's customizable to your business and everything for only $4. We put them on sale today. And my man Hassan said, I've been cold calling the past 2 months. How's it going? How's your cold caller going? Hey, click to go live with me and we'll role play real quick and see if you're good or not. Truckers are complaining about what? They complaining, give me a point, I role play. What do you mean give you a point? I don't understand what you're saying. I'll give you a moment. Okay. And now we're gonna do a little scenario for those who are watching to see if you're good or not, just so that way we know. I'll give it a couple more minutes because I want to rock it. See, we're gonna do something real quick. If somebody else can do it if we want to. Then I'll let y'all go. I'm gonna get off here at 4 o'clock. Okay, here we go. Guess. Let me see if we're gonna do it. Hello.
Hello.
How you doing? Let me see if we can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, good. Sounds good. Okay, so we're gonna role play. Okay, so this is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna get my honest feedback. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Yeah. So you guys teach dispatch, right?
yeah, we teach dispatching. We do mentorship. We do a lot of stuff.
Hello.
Yes. Can you hear me? Where you are is very loud.
Can you hear me?
I can barely hear you.
Hello.
Yes. Can you hear me? Hello?
Hello.
Y'all know I couldn't hear him, y'all. I guess where he is a little too loud. Does somebody else want to try to do the role play then? I'm gonna say it again. Hello? Hello? Can you hear me? Hello? I don't think you can hear me, family. I don't think it's gonna work. Yeah, his connection must be too bad. So if any of y'all other ones want to feel, risky, or you want to learn something, this is how you learn right here, right? We can come up here. I'll be the carrier, right, and you'll be the dispatcher, trying to sell me. Y'all shy now. Nobody want to do it, huh? Y'all shy now. Okay, y'all. Any other questions I can answer for y'all? I'm gonna let y'all go because I got to hit up a couple of one of my dispatchers asked me a question. Call him back. Any questions? Come on, y'all. If not, like I said, follow us. Instagram, YouTube. We even got Facebook, right? Same handle, right? Questions or concerns, I prefer a DM on Instagram, then TikTok. Just because if depending on what the question is, I can't send you a link. I can't show you anything on TikTok. That's the only reason why. Okay. I do have my inbox on Instagram. It's gonna first send you an automated response, and then I'll see it though, and I'll message you back. You'll see what I mean. Because I got mini chat. Because a lot of times, people come ask me crazy questions on Instagram. So if I don't want to respond, the little automations does it for me. But I got my phone on me, so if you were to hit me up on Instagram right now, I'm gonna respond to you because I got to make a couple more phone calls before my work day is over. Because I got to leave here at 6:30. Got to go meet my foreman because we doing Christmas lights. So that's a whole nother thing. You know what I'm saying? I can't wait to teach that next year. I'm gonna start teaching that to people who just want to make side hustle money. Christmas lights is an amazing thing to get a part of. And I'm basically the broker for doing Christmas lights. So we don't physically install them at all. My guys do. I don't. Last year we did about 50 people's houses, and it makes a minimum of maybe $75 up to $400 for me doing Christmas lights. So I want to put that out there too. That's something else I want to kind of give people. And there's a couple other things that I haven't done because I'm gonna make a website that just says Brandon Johnson Enterprises, and it's gonna call website gonna be Run the Play. So I'm gonna put a lot of different plays all on the exact same website for different ways for people to make money, at different points of the year, just in case. Okay, but anyway, I appreciate y'all. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate the likes, and I mean that's crazy amount of likes that y'all got for me. Hope that y'all pay attention. Let's say hit the heart thing if you want to keep up when I go live again. Today is Monday. I'll probably go live again maybe Wednesday. If not Wednesday, I think I'm going to my office on Friday with my team. If I go to the office Friday, I'm definitely gonna go live Friday. But usually I go Wednesdays. Okay. So if y'all can come back, think of a topic or something. I may come and say, hey, y'all give me a topic. And I might just go off of what topic I have. I might not necessarily do right? So my Instagram subscribers, that's what I do. So Instagram, I have subscribers there. And so the subscribers ask me questions and I'm able to talk to them directly. You can't find any carriers. Okay. So I have an ebook over here, right? I have an ebook and I have this other thing I'm gonna show you because you say you can't find carriers. Okay, Cookie. 5 strategic plays to acquire carriers. This is 5 things. We still do 4 of them every single day in our own business to get carriers. Boom, hands down, right? That's 1. The step play number 1, I'm gonna tell you, I gotta go to FMCSA, but it has all the illustrations there so that way you can pay somebody else to do it. That's 1. The next one is now you take the other one, which is Zoom trainings. You come over here and this is going to give you the business model and actually how to do it. The engage with 10,000 carriers every single month. This is those 2 things. If you do both of them, it's impossible for you not to get carriers. It's impossible. Okay. But yeah, definitely hit me up. Like I said, I'm going to be on my phone right now for at least the next couple of hours on my work phone. So I'll respond back. If what you're talking about is kind of, in detail, I'm going to say drop the number. Because if you come here, you'd have to wait until tomorrow to talk to me. Let me see what my schedule is doing. So we do free 10-minute calls here all the time. So if you come right here, talk to the CEO, which is me, I understand. Yeah, see, my calendar is open today between 4. Tomorrow it's only open from 4 to 5. And then it's open today. But sometimes when people try to come the same day, it'll make you pick another slot. So best thing to do is just DM me on Instagram. And depending on what you're talking about, I can just give you a direct call. Because then Wednesday is open, pretty much longer, and then the rest of the week. But if you want to talk, I'll hit you right now just in case of what you need, okay? I appreciate y'all. Grace and peace to y'all. Thank you so much.